Do you want it? Do you want to pay into it to benefit from it later on or not? My choice is going to be hell to the no. This segment is brought to you by Eastside Weight Loss Clinic. Some patients like me can lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Schedule your free 15-minute consultation today at eastsideweightlossclinic.com. Big win for the initiatives at a time when they really, really needed it. All that money flooding in to try to defeat the initiatives. I've said the Seattle Times is throwing some bones, right? So it was, what was the one the Seattle Times endorsed yesterday? The gas ban. Saying that they want voters to vote yes on the initiative to protect natural gas as a choice for residents and businesses. And I said, they might throw in one more bone. I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be on capital gains. But they finally came out. It was about an hour after our show ended yesterday and said vote yes on initiative 2124 to make the long-term care tax optional. Still not forgiving the Seattle Times for many of their endorsements, but this helps, so we'll take it. It says the Seattle Times editorial board recommends vote yes on Initiative 2124, give residents more choice on WA Cares. And they went in there and they talked about some of the elements of the long-term care program that are problematic, because they are. The program's been an absolute disaster. It says the inability of main beneficiary to transfer benefits upon his or her death. So let's say you're paying into it, and you die early. And it's like, okay, you can't transfer that benefit, so the state just gets to keep all that money. The continuity rule, so if someone takes a break from employment for 5 years or more, then re-enters the workforce, the calendar resets at zero. Who do you think does that the most? Moms, women, who maybe leave the workforce for a period of time to rear their child, and then they come back in and they're like, well, now I have to get vested in this all over again. And then it says the clunky process for accessing benefits if the worker moves out of state. It says the need is great, but this flawed piece of legislation failed to meet the moment. The editorial board recommends voting yes, which would end mandatory participation in WA Cares. If lawmakers choose in the future to revisit this concept, we strongly urge them to do so, but they should take a better thought out approach. 100%. So I'm glad the Seattle Times saw that. Like, look, yeah, long-term care and the need to prepare for our future. I mean, we know people are saving less, they're less prepared for retirement, our money isn't going as far. There's a lot of people who are going to need some form of care long term. If you think a government mandated socialized program is going to do the trick, it's not at all, especially not one as poorly thought out as this that has so many obvious issues. And this initiative doesn't repeal the long-term care program. It lets you decide, do you want it? Do you want to pay into it to benefit from it later on or not? My choice is going to be hell to the no. I won't get back what I paid into it so far, which seems like they should have to give it back to you if you never wanted to be part of it in the first place. But I will say, so that happened. And then Let's Go Washington, man, they've got some fire ads out lately. They released an ad that I think highlights in a very effective, emotional way one of the many downfalls of the long-term care program.
I've always loved working. It's important to me. WA Cares requires me to work 500 hours a year for 10 years to access the lifetime benefit. I can't physically work that much. Why am I forced to pay into a plan that I can never use? Instead of being able to choose a plan that works for me, right now WA Cares denies that choice. Voting yes on I-2124 gives me and every worker a choice in their long-term care.
How are you going to argue against that? I will say in full transparency, I actually know Soren. Soren's mom's active in political circles. I know them both very well. And I know very well from talking to his mother the ways in which he struggled in this regard. Trying to, as a disabled person, work enough hours where you can have some money coming in, but not work so many hours where you lose other benefits in the social safety net. So this is a program that forces someone like Soren to pay into it, and they're never going to be able to benefit from it. That's not fair. So we're going to vote yes, pay less, and we're going to vote yes for people like Soren.